Hey, this is Steven over at the Countertop Marketing Company, and in today's training, we're going to go over how to use social media to find workers for your countertop company. So we talk to a lot of countertop companies, we work with countertop companies, and we know that not all of them, but some of them are having a problem with finding people that want to work. No one wants to work, or they can't find skilled workers, or people work for 2 days and then quit. People don't show up. So it's a problem. It's a problem across a lot of industries, but it's definitely a problem for countertop companies. So I put this training together because some of our clients have been using Facebook and Instagram to find workers. They're finding installers, they're finding showroom managers, assistants. And so I figured, I'll put this training together and hopefully it helps you and you can follow it. So in today's training, we're going to create a job posting on Facebook. I'll give you a couple of tips and tricks on how to get more applicants. And then I'll also show you how to boost a post, which is all pretty straightforward. We run a lot of Facebook ads for our countertop clients, and it's kind of like that, but that's a lot more involved. This is actually pretty easy. So you should be able to take this training, follow it, and then just, put a job posting out there and hopefully get some people to apply for it. Now, you might be watching this online right now, or maybe you're listening to it, because we are going to create this episode as a podcast. So whatever it is, if you're listening to it, that's a great option. Listen to it, then jump. When you jump in front of a computer, we'll have the video up on YouTube. You can follow through step by step, and then you'll have a really good understanding of how to get this going. So let's get right into it. Most of my trainings are about 30 minutes or so. This one might be 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's over the shoulder. Again, I'm going to explain it just in case you are listening to it. But at some point, you do want to jump on a computer, watch the YouTube video, and then, like I said, I'll take you step by step. And just a little bit about myself. I own the Countertop Marketing Company. We only work with countertop companies. We've been doing this for a long time. It's a family-run business. I'm a part of ISFA, the National Stone Institute. I actually do trainings for ISFA. And my wife is a part of the business. She's the graphic designer. I'm more of like the tech part of it. And we have 2 kids, Mason and Lola. They are at school today, so you will not hear them in the background. A lot of times I do these trainings, they're actually screaming in the background. But it's very quiet in my house with them gone, which is nice. It's I get a lot more work done. So let's talk about Facebook. Why Facebook? Why do you want to use Facebook to find employees for your countertop company? The first thing, it's free. There's services out there. Of course, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but all of the recruiting services that you could post on, most of them cost money. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but give this a try. It's free. Most people have Facebook profiles, so the reach is very large. You will, if you want to boost your post, you are going to spend a little bit of money, but like I said, you could spend $50, $25, $100, whatever you want to get your application out there a little bit more. And the nice thing is the targeting is pretty good. You could target within about 15 miles from you. So I feel like for a countertop company, if it's an installer, if it's someone in your showroom, 15 miles is a decent commute. If it was like 60 miles, 45 miles, you might find people that might apply and they're not totally serious. But 15 miles, I feel like, is a nice commute, which is good because when you think about it, you want to find someone. You don't want to keep finding new employees. You don't want to have someone apply, you train them, you get to know them, and then they quit in a week. You want to find people that are long-term employees. And I think that's what a part of this is, finding the right people. And if their commute's like an hour, I had a commute many times at different jobs where it was an hour and a half each way, hour and 15 minutes each way. It sucked. I hated it. I would jump in the car. I would be like, this sucks. I do not want to drive. So if that's their mindset when they're coming to work for you, that's not a good combination as a long-term employee. If you can find someone close to you, and again, this is all relevant to where you live. If you live and it's more populated 30, 40 miles out, that is what it is. But if you can find someone that's close to you, they're going to be a little bit happier to commute to your showroom or, commute to your place each day because it's a 10, 15-minute drive. So although I did live in Austin once with my wife and I had a commute that was 6 miles and it took me over an hour because Austin is extremely populated, and at the time it was like 7 or 8 years ago, it like blew up where everyone was moving there. We don't live there anymore. Now we live a little bit closer to New York City, so the commute, well, I don't commute anywhere because I'm working from home, but it doesn't really matter always about the miles. But again, I think you get my point is, you want that long-term employee, you want them to be happy. So if you can cut that long commute out, it's going to make them happy. So let's jump in and do a Facebook ad. So I'm going to jump right into Facebook right now, and we're going to create a job posting. So the first couple of things here, let me just pull up my notes. You need to have a business page. Most of you, hopefully you have a business page for your Countertop company. And you also need to turn on jobs under the tab. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick here. I already have it turned on, but when you go under here, let me see. When you go under, there's the home, about, photos, videos at the top. You should see the jobs link right there. So you got to make sure that is turned on. Now, the other thing is you need Messenger to be on. This is something that I learned. I didn't know this, that you need Messenger for your business to be on in order for people to contact you. So job postings needs to be on, Messenger needs to be on. And I'll add some links under this training. Let me just take some notes here, because I'm not going to go through that, but I'll add some links under the training that shows you exactly step by step on how to turn those on, because it's pretty straightforward. But I think it's a little bit easier if I give you the Facebook instructions. So now I'm on my Facebook page, my company page, and I'm going to go to the home button here, and I'm going to click on the create job button. So it's going to bring me right to the place where I'm going to create a job. Now, I'll post a sample job posting below this video for you, so you could use it if you want. It's for an installer. Again, it's pretty straightforward, but there's a couple of important things in here. Now, I was looking at some of our clients that were posting job postings online to find employees, and I did notice that the job title had a lot to do with it. So you want to put some good information in there. Now, one of our clients put like, I think lead installer, and they got some applicants, but then another one put stone fabricator, no experience needed in the job title. Now, if you want experience, again, don't put that. But I do think that actually helped them get more applicants because it's more attractive, right? If someone doesn't have a ton of experience but they're interested, they're going to click on and apply for it. But if they don't see that in your title, then they're going to just go right by it because they might think, oh, I need experience, I'm not qualified for it. So definitely keep that in mind. The other thing I noticed was, I don't think for job title there's actually lead installer as a selection. I don't think that matters to get. I thought if you picked one of Facebook's job titles that they have automatically saved, you would get more applicants. I don't think that's a factor. You can test that, but from the applications that I looked at from our different clients, it didn't really matter. So you can select lead installer. I think there's assistant in here. There's all different sales associate, all different positions. But I don't think that matters. I think what matters more is putting something that's attractive. No experience necessary. That's attractive. Maybe like paid time off, something like that. Something in that job title that someone's going to see it and it's going to click and they're going to want to click on the link. So that's the first thing. Now, as I go down, job type, full-time, part-time, that's pretty straightforward. So you pick what you want. And then we come up to the job description. Now this is super important also. I'm going to copy my job description that I have right into here, and you will want to come up with your own, but I'm gonna go over a couple of things here. So the first part is you want to make it sound exciting. You want to make it sound, I shouldn't say you want to make it sound, it should be exciting, right? You want to, I got a spelling error there that I got to fix. You want to talk a little bit about your company and talk a little bit about the position in the first paragraph. So here, come join our company as an installer. Come join, like they're a part of something. A lot of this is psychology. The more attractive it looks, the better applicants you're going to get, and the more applicants you're going to get. If it's not the best description, you're not going to get all that many. So we explain what you do. We work with all different types of material for our clients. Our projects range from kitchens to bathrooms, whatever. That's the first paragraph. Second paragraph is the role. And you want to explain that. So you'll be working with another installer. This is for an installer position. You'll be working in the showroom, helping homeowners that come in that are looking for different types of material. Whatever it is, lay out some of the details of the specific role in that paragraph. Now, as you go down, the next paragraph we have is a little bit more specific. The first paragraph is kind of a general thing about your company, like come join us, be a part of this, gets them all like excited. Second paragraph kind of explains the job, like what's going on in the job, what you're doing. The third paragraph is more like technical stuff. So like, you need a valid driver's license. You need to be able to work between these hours. So you want to put that in there also because, again, if someone doesn't have a driver's license and they need a driver's license for this position, you don't want them to apply. It's just going to waste your time. If, your hours are 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you have someone that doesn't want to work those hours, you don't want them to apply. It's just a waste of time for you and it's a waste of time for them. So put all the details right in that paragraph. I kind of have it in like a bullet list and just put them all right there. And then down at the bottom is just kind of like a final statement saying, we look forward to training the right person. If this is a position where you're going to train someone and have you grow with our company, again, get them excited. You got to get people excited to work with you. If they're not, I've had many jobs in my past where I was not excited. I went there miserable. I was like, I don't want to work here in a year. I'm going to be out of here. I don't even care. You don't want that mentality. You want someone that wants to grow with a company, because the next time something like, the pandemic or whatever it is happens, you're going to have people that stay with you no matter what. So you really want them to feel like, and again, I shouldn't say that you want them to feel like, that they should feel like they're going to grow with your company, and that's because they are going to. So that's kind of the description. Down below, is this a remote job? So yes or no, that depends on the position that you're hiring for. Work location, you put that in. Minimum salary. Now this is interesting too. I was looking at different job posts. Now there's the minimum salary, and that's what you're going to pay someone. You have to put this in. I was playing around with this, and it seems like you have to put this in. So, of course, if the salary's higher, you're going to get more people interested. You could test this again. If you don't have a higher salary to pay someone, you might not get as many applicants. What I found, the $18 to $25 per hour hourly range seemed to work pretty good for one of our clients. They got like dozens and dozens of applicants. So keep that in mind. Again, it's really this, I can't tell you what to put in because this is just company based here. So I'm going to put in $18 for a minimum per hour. And then the benefits. People want benefits. People don't want to just go to a job and not get anything. So you got to give them something. Give them some paid time off. Medical, dental, that's all up to you. That's I can't tell you to give them or not to give them that. Maybe on the job training, that's pretty good. Paid family medical leave, again, that's up to you. Employee discounts, that's that's a perk. Let's see what else here. Commuter, but some of these just won't make sense. But if there's a 401k or something like that, again, you want people for the long term. You don't want to have to keep doing this. Hopefully you get some good applicants, you get some good people to work for you, and they work for you for many years, so you don't have to worry about this all the time. So put some benefits in there. That's going to show up on the job post. Now, as we go down the schedule, put the schedule in there. It's going to be day shift. Well, I mean, there's no really night shifts in the countertop industry, but flexible schedule, rotating, weekend, day shift, swing shift, whatever it is. Put in what the schedule is. So that's pretty straightforward. Hours per week. This is a good one too. I did see some of the job postings that did put the hours per week. So if it's 30 to 40, more than 40, whatever it is, let's put 30 to 40. And now the final part here is the screening questions. Well, there's two parts actually. But first I'll talk about the screening questions. Now, I would add a couple things to here. And the reason is you want to hire people that can follow directions. So Facebook has a couple of canned ones in here, like when are you available to start, how many years experience do you have, blah, blah, blah. You can add those. Those aren't bad questions, but I would throw in two questions that are a little bit different here. So the first one is going to be, what do you like to do on the weekend? What do you like to do on the weekend? And the reason you want to ask this, you want to know if the culture for your company is going to fit with your person that is applying. So if they like to sit around all weekend and play video games, you might be like, not saying that's bad, but you might want someone that's into sports or more active or something like that. You want to get a little bit of an idea of what they're like, and that question is going to give you that. It's not going to be fully, because they of course can lie, they can just put whatever, but it's going to give you a little bit of an idea of what they're like. And I would add other questions like that, more like culture type questions to get into what type of person they are. Plus, you just want to see how they can answer. If they can't answer a straight question, you might not want to hire them. Now, the next question, again, this is up to you if you want to ask it, is something like, please type in the sky is blue into the answer field. Now, I put in, please type in the sky is blue into the answer field. Why am I putting this in? Because I want to see if they can follow directions. If they can't type that in, personally for my company, I'd go right to the next one. And again, I own a marketing company, so it's a little bit different, of course, but I still go through some of the same stuff when I'm hiring people for our team. Because again, if they cannot follow direction, I go to the next. That's the last thing that you want. You have an installer, they can't, they don't, it's different if they don't understand it, but this is very simple. Please type in the sky is blue. Again, if someone can't follow that, just go to the next. You don't have to add that question, but I do think it is good to add some type of question that they have to follow instructions. And I would actually want them to type it in exactly the way it is. Now that, again, depending on how many applicants you get, as long as if someone is close to it, okay, maybe that's good enough. But definitely, ask something like that. It's going to be a little bit strange, but that's okay. So you got there, and then it says receive applicants by email. You can put your email address in. Require past employee or resume. You can put that on. If you get that, you're going to get less. The more you ask, the more qualified people you will probably get, but the less applicants you will probably get. And then there's a spot for a photo. Now, you can put a photo of a countertop, of your showroom. What I actually think would be a great idea, none of my clients did this, but put a picture of your team. If you have a picture of your team, of your employees, put that on there, because again, you want these people to know that they're going to be part of a team. So definitely add something like that in there. Then you're going to click on next, and you're going to post this thing live. So I'm going to save it to draft, because I'm not going to post this one live. I already have something else that's posted live. So after you do that, you could go over to the page, Manage Jobs tabs. So just jump over to there, and you can see right here I have today's November 3rd, the stone fabricator, no experience necessary. I have that one here. Then I have another one that I was playing around with last week. And then I actually have a live job, office assistant. So this is the one I'm going to show you how to boost the post. It doesn't matter about what type of job it is. The boost is going to be all the same. So let's jump into that. So once your job is posted, it's going to go into Facebook's page where there's like job postings. There's a certain section that people can check for that. I don't know the official name for it, but to get more exposure, you want to boost it. And what does boost mean? It means advertise. It means you're going to give Google money. They're going to show your listing more. So you go into the job, you click on boost. Oh wait, that's boost unavailable. Hold on. So let me go back here. So you go into, actually, you know what? I'll finish this one and I'll just probably delete it. So let's go into this. I'm going to finish. So I clicked back on the job posting and I'm going to click finish. It's going to post it. There you go. And now it says boost unavailable. So that one says boost unavailable too. This is an issue that I've had with Facebook that's really a pain, that you can create this post and then it will say the boost is unavailable. And I looked it up. It's really freaking annoying, actually. So I think this job posting here, let's see, let me refresh this. All right, so both of these, let's do this one right here. Let's try this one. Yeah, it says boost unavailable also. Yeah, this is something that's really annoying with Facebook. Unfortunately, Facebook's great. They have a nice platform. There's so many different things that can drive you completely insane with Facebook. So I'm going to actually close these jobs here. Let's do this. So this is a good example. This is how you close a job. And this is what happens if you see that boost is unavailable. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Close job. Yes, done. So now I'm going to open up a second tab here. I'm going to go to my page. Oops. Let me go back to that here. Facebook, Countertop. So yeah, for some reason this happens. Again, I do not know why. But what you have to do is basically just do it all over again. And that's the only way I found that you can fix this. So here, let me go through this. So I'm going to create a job. So let's put the details in here. Office assistant. They basically want you to create a post on your Facebook page, and that's why you cannot boost it sometimes. Again, I don't think there's really any reasoning. I think it's basically just a bug with Facebook. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's Facebook. There's nothing that you can do. You can complain to whoever you want, and Facebook's not going to. There we go. So now I clicked next after I was done posting this. It's going to say jobs on Facebook, Countertop marketing, which I don't want to go out to my audience. Well, I have to. And then boost job. You don't have to click the boost job now. So now click on post. It's going to post it to your page. So again, it doesn't make any sense why this did not happen the first time, but again, sometimes that's Facebook. Things don't make sense. So now you see that the boost job is available. So now let me go back to our website. I'm going back to our Facebook page, and I'm going to click on the posting right here. So there you go. Here's the posting. Again, it needs to be a post on your Facebook page in order to boost it. So now you can click on boost job. I still have this open. I'm going to click on boost job, same thing. Now here is where you boost it. Now let's see. You want to category, employment. these things don't really, different categories aren't relevant to what you're doing. So you just click on employment, and you're going to click on the audience here, or the location. There's not a lot of targeting that you can do with this. I was hoping that there was when I was first kind of digging into this, but unfortunately there's not. So you want to put in your location and then the mileage. So again, this is all up to you. I recommend if you live in an area with large population around you, don't make the first one that you do, don't make it too big, because you want that person to have a nice commute, because the nicer commute, the longer they're going to stay with you. Now, again, there's not a lot that you can do in audience size. Basically, just picking the location and the type of job it is. Save audience here. So that's going to save it. You pick the duration. You pick how much you want to spend. Like I spend, you can spend $1. You can spend, I'm sure you can even spend more. You can spend $1,000, whatever it is, And I recommend, boost it for 20, 30, 50 bucks, maybe $100, and I'm definitely going to change that because I don't want Facebook spending my money, and boost it. And that's it. And it's going to amplify your listing. It's the same thing with a Facebook ad. If you post on your Facebook page a lot for your business, probably gets good exposure, probably gets good engagement. But when you advertise your postings on Facebook, you're going to get a lot more. So that's that. So, and that's it. We created the post. I gave you some good tips. I'm going to give you the explanation under this video. And you just boost it, you let it run, and then you get applicants. And again, make sure they're answering those questions. That's why you want to put it, I do care about someone's resume, but I care more about how they can answer specific questions. Because if they can't even do that, you want to go on to the next one. And this is just from my own experience of hiring people. So that's it. Let's jump back into here. Now, this is not live, so if you have any questions, just email me, steve@thecountertopmarketingco.com. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. If you want to book a strategy session with me, just go to our website, countertopmarketingco.com, and then you'll see book a call. There's a calendar, pick a date that works for you. And what we'll do is we'll learn about your business. We'll see, what's working for you, what's not working, where you want to be, and we'll go over how we can help and if we can help. It's a very honest conversation. We'll give you a couple of tips. We'll look at your website, give you a couple of tips there, but we'll really dig into where you're at and where you want to be. Because we definitely have a fantastic program for countertop companies, but it's got to work for you and it's got to work for us. You got to be a good fit, and we have to be the good fit for you too. So jump on my website, book a call there, and like I said, we get results. Right now I'm showing a screenshot of October 2021. This is some Facebook ads, 32 leads, $21 per lead. It's not always that cheap for leads on Facebook. It's usually about 20 bucks to maybe about $75. Really depends on where you live. Like somewhere like Florida, it's more expensive. It's a lot more populated. It's a lot more a lot more competition. But this stuff works, and you gotta set it up right. You could really take your business to the next level. So definitely book a call. I'd love to jump on the phone with you and kind of, see what's going on with your business. And like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to me, steve@thecountertopmarketingco.com, and I'd be happy to answer them. And that's it. Talk to you all soon.